2021. There's going to be a lot of noise in the background, a lot of craziness going on. So if that's something that upsets you, you're more than welcome to click off right about now. Okay, so I always start with a prayer card. So let's do Our Father. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. Through Jesus' name, amen. So here's this, if you guys want to read it yourselves. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the Angel Wisdom deck. So some of you are going to have questions. What's going on? Okay, so I have cameras all through my home. Each one is activated to like sound an alarm if there's any kind of detection, right? So the phone that is that can disarm that is charging right now, so I can't disarm it until it's charged. So I can see all the cameras through all of our devices, but only one phone can disarm it. So that's why every time the baby walks past it, that's why it goes off. All right, so anyway. And if I unplug it, then I have to reboot the whole system. It's a thing. So for those of you that need to know, now you know. Okay, all right, let's see. So Sunday messages for the collective to carry over for, hey Maxie, come over this way. To carry over for the week.
No.
The star.
No.
Have faith. The future is bright. Dreams come true. Positive changes that bring an end to challenging times. The light at the end of the tunnel. Please don't do that. So there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel for those of you that are feeling like, things will always be this way. Please don't do that. Things will always be difficult. Some of you need to have a little bit of faith. Okay, you're going to go to bed if you don't stop. Then you have to be good. All right, now let's see what else. What else for the collective to carry over for the week? I warned you guys, there's going to be a lot of noise. So you got 2 cards. Okay. So we got the 10 of Earth, financial security for yourself and your family. Inheritance, retirement. Please don't do that. Inheritance or retirement. Peace and contentment in life. Honoring family traditions, pride in the family tree, passing on knowledge. Please stop doing that. Please, the whole thing's going to fall. Get away from there. Let the cat go where she wants, okay? Don't pull the cat out of there. Please sit down.
No, I won't play.
Okay, but you have to leave the cat alone. Oh, look at that red car. That's a shiny red car. All right, the Magician.
It's the shiny red car.
It is. Okay, magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a successful manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. So some of you get to manifesting, get to trying. Just because one door shut doesn't mean 10 more can't open. Just because 10 doors shut doesn't mean that you ran out of doors. So just be open to, to maybe going in a different direction. Let me see. What else? What else for the collective? Oh, these 2 cards. No. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, so these 2 cards wanted to come out. Thank you. All right, so we got the 8 of Earth. The need to move on. Seeking more from life than what you're experiencing. A spiritual quest. Choosing to make big life changes. A change in priorities and leaving home. So some of you may be going on a trip, maybe moving, relocating. You're walking away from something that maybe you thought you wanted but isn't fulfilling you. So for each person, that's going to be different. And then we have the 5 of Water. Focusing on the negative. Things not turning out the way you anticipated. Forgiveness of self or others. Everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessings. So for some of you, there's something that's a blessing in disguise. This is something didn't work out for a reason on purpose, so you need to kind of just, try to look for the hidden blessing. All right, so now, that's weird. Let's talk about something else. Okay. So, okay. Let's do playing cards. Okay. Right, for the collective. What messages for the collective to carry over? To carry over for the week. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What messages? What messages? Okay. Very interesting. So here's what's going on. You know, I always want for these messages to be positive messages for the Sunday messages, but sometimes they are not. So I have to just give you guys whatever comes out, okay? So this is talking about a lot of money. So some of you have a potential to either receive some money, you're waiting on some money. There's some money here. It's saying that somebody did a lot of things to try to block this money, to try to make sure you didn't get this money. Could have been a lawyer, could have been the government, could have been a person, could have been a family member. Somebody may have squandered away somebody's inheritance. Oh, please don't say swear words, please. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So somebody... So somebody may have squandered away somebody's money, or they tried to. That's for some of you, not for all of you. Now, for others of you, there's been a delay put to somebody's money. Hey, please don't do that, or you're not going to go to Denny's. You're not going to get a pancake cup. Please watch what you're saying. That's not very nice. I love you so much, but you can't say those words. If you keep saying that, you can't watch TikTok anymore. TikTok says just absurd things that I'm just like, what the heck? Please don't say that. So, yeah, TikTok is like, I love TikTok, but I just wish that they would make a kid-friendly TikTok because a lot of the stuff is so adorable. So you get like 100 really nice things, and then you get 3 or 4 crazy things and then the kids start repeating it, and it's just like, oh my gosh. Oh. That's probably the thing that really makes me so upset. Well, the plastic bags, the New York State plastic bag ban. I'm hoping that now Cuomo is out, we can get our plastic bags back, and then TikTok saying the profanity. Those are the things that upset me the most right now. I know you guys are like third world problems. Sorry, yeah. Okay, so now back to this. So I've already explained the first scenario for some of you. Now for others of you, it's just a delay in some money that you're waiting for. You're going to get it because we do have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. You are going to get this money, but there's just been a little bit of delay. Now I want to talk about something else. Somebody is desiring to spend your money. So let's say you have a settlement coming. Somebody knows that you have a settlement coming. Maybe it's your significant other. Maybe it's your mom or your dad, your brother, your sister. Maybe it's a friend. They are anticipating you getting this money, and they're also anticipating spending your money. So just beware of that. You know, beware of things like that, because somebody's anticipating all of the things that they're going to buy with your money. So now let's put these back and let's do another. Okay. For the collective, for the collective. Okay. Stability. A new home, stability, safety. You have everything that someone would need to be a success. You have it. You already have it, it's saying. So some of you have a Sagittarius, some of you have a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. Some of you have a big emphasis on fire again. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, big emphasis on Sagittarius though, and big emphasis on air, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. These people are both in the reverse. There is there is somebody slick here. Sagittarius. There's a Sagittarius that's going to attempt to contact you. This could be law enforcement to try to trick you. This could be somebody calling you from the penitentiary, from jail, but trying to trick you as though they're not in jail, or maybe they're using a cell phone when they shouldn't be in jail. You know, it's something, some trickery here. There's 7 of Swords here. Somebody wants you to... It's almost like someone wants you to... I don't know how to explain it. It's like, okay, so let's say you're afraid of someone. Let's say you're afraid of someone, and when they call you, you're like, oh my God, it's them. And they're like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? And you're like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Hold on, baby. And they're like, and then whoever that's afraid of the person calling goes, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. Of course you're great. I would never say something like that about you. Of course that never happened. It's like out of fear, like a knee-jerk reaction out of fear. So this may not even have to do with jail. This just may have to be with judgment, like, you know, a phone call and what you say. That call could be recorded, so watch yourself. You know, this person, maybe they know they can intimidate you, and that's why they're going to do this. So it's kind of like, even like an ex of yours. So let's say you and your ex are, you know, still sleeping together. Maybe your ex is going to be calling you alongside their current wife or husband or boyfriend or girlfriend, even though you know you slept with your ex on Tuesday. When they call you and say, why did you say that crap? Why did you say it? And you go, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Don't say that.
Then, you know, you're going to be made a liar, right? So just watch somebody's motives. This is a bad motive here. You know, the King of Swords in the reverse is someone with no morals, someone who's capable of anything, one of the most corrupt. So out of all of them, in my opinion, the King of Swords is the most corrupt in the reverse. And then it goes to the King of Pentacles in the reverse is the most corrupt. Those two kings in the reverse are without morals. There's no perimeter. There's no moral perimeter. I've got to stay within these lines, within these guidelines. Can't scribble outside the lines, otherwise that's just wrong. They don't have a sense of that. So whoever this person is, this intimidation, you know, the Knight of Wands is could be a change of residence or going to someone's residence as well. With a page, of course, that's communication, a phone call, a text message, but it can also be correspondence in person. But, you know, this Knight of Wands could also be in person. So this could even be somebody coming to your house and saying, you know, you better change your statement. You better change what you said. You better change your mind. You know, what's good for you kind of energy. So just be aware of your surroundings. And we do have the 4 of Wands here. So the 4 of Clubs, which is somebody's home. So just be careful of something like that. Now, I want to say something else about this. There's more stuff coming out. This could also be intimidation. This could be like a neighbor, because the Knight of Wands could also be a neighbor. So this could be an intimidation from a neighbor, or maybe a neighbor is intimidated by you, but there's some sort of intimidation here that maybe some of you are not aware. You know, sometimes people can be intimidating and not know it. Or maybe somebody knows something about you and they're intimidated. Now let's see what else. What else for the collective? Okay. Okay. There may be a breakup coming up for some of you. An end of a friendship, an end of a breakup, an end of a contract, or an end of a third party. Somebody feels like you're too much trouble. You're too much drama. The situation is too much. They can't juggle 3 people, 2 people, 5 people. They can only juggle 1. They can only deal with 1 at a time because everybody knows about each other now. I also, okay, please don't do that. You got to clean up all those toys. Okay, with the 2 of Cups in the reverse and then the 3 of Swords. Okay. Somebody who once offered you a cup is now taking it back. Somebody who said, you know what, I'm going to leave my spouse, I'm going to leave my boyfriend or girlfriend. They're now saying, you know what, I know I thought that's what I wanted a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, 4 years ago, but you know what? I think I'm going to go back home. I'm going to go back to my family now. Sorry, didn't mean to hurt you. Sorry for the burden I caused. Sorry you're pregnant, or sorry that, I got your children attached to me, or whatever the case may be. I know some people have made up that this is in tarot. I don't see that as that in tarot. I personally don't. People can make up their own meanings if they want to. But for me, no. I was doing a reading for somebody actually recently, and they were like, doesn't that mean... I'm like, no, it does not mean that. In tarot, that does not mean that. If somebody wants to make it up for their own purposes, fine. But just quickly, some of you are learning tarot by watching YouTube readers. That's not the way to learn tarot. That's not the way, because you're not getting a lot. No offense to the readers on YouTube, but a lot of readers on YouTube can't even read cards. They're just doing this to make a quick buck. So just please, if you want to learn tarot properly, please. If you want to. I mean, if you want to learn it on YouTube, you can. But just these made up meanings, please don't run with it, because you're going to have a hard time. But anyway, back to this. So there could be a pregnancy involved here. There could be a birth that got involved. Maybe somebody has just given birth and someone's like, you know what, crying baby's not really for me. I thought I wanted this, but I'm going back to my ex. I'm going back to my family. I already raised kids. Not for me. Thanks, but no thanks. So some of you may find yourself in a situation where you thought the person was reliable, but they are not. A good way to tell that somebody is going to be inconsistent is if they are inconsistent. Okay, it's a law, man. Okay, it's legal stuff now. Communication with the law, communication with a lawyer, correspondence. Oh, with the law, correspondence. Maybe you're getting a restraining order. Maybe somebody's getting a restraining order against you. Okay, this is about okay, this is in regards to a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo man. There's something that a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo man, could be a woman, but it's showing masculine energy here. Something that they may do to you. So something that they may do to you, or something that may happen to them, and you have to deal with a lawyer or somebody about them. Maybe this is you talking to somebody legal for them in regards to their well-being, or this is you talking to a lawman in regards to your own personal well-being. Yeah. Let's see what else. 7 of Swords. Somebody in jail from the past is going to be reaching out to you. They feel like you're their only hope. That's what they think. Okay, so we're going to move on from this. Okay, envy, jealousy. Somebody feels like you're living your life and they can't live their own. Somebody's mad. Somebody's very mad at some of you. Okay, so now, somebody's very, very upset with some of you. They blame you for their hardships, for their personal problems. They blame you for everything. Somebody blames you. Somebody's sitting around blaming you. I feel like they are either in jail or in a mental prison. So let's move on to a different deck. Oh, yes. I'm hoping that the connection is good. It's very early in the morning. Let's see. For the collective. Sending messages for August 15th, 2021 to carry over for the week. What are the messages? Destiny. Guilt. Forgiveness. Okay. Remember I was just telling you that somebody's blaming you? Maybe you're blaming yourself. Something was meant to happen. Certain things are meant to take place to save and protect. There's a chain of events. So, quickly, I just want to talk about something. So we all know that there's the Book of Life. We all know there's the Akashic Records. We all know that we're pretty much there. We all have a mission here. We all do. Doesn't mean we have to follow through with the mission. Doesn't mean we have to go with the plan. We can definitely veer off the plan for sure. We've got free will for sure. But sometimes, well, not sometimes, always, God knows what we're going to do before we do it. So God knows what we could possibly do, a chain of events that we could possibly be involved in 20 years before we know it. If God doesn't want those chain of events to happen, maybe God will put someone in a position to where they can't cause hurt or pain. Let's say you're sitting there right now and you would never think to cause someone hurt or pain, but you don't know who you're going to be in 20 years. So there's certain times where certain people are put somewhere, maybe put in jail or, stuck in a house or, tied down, weighed down. They can't go certain places. They're kind of stuck where they're at, so they can't hurt someone or change someone else's destiny. So, destiny, things happen the way that they were supposed to happen. Guilt and forgiveness. Forgive yourself if you feel as though somebody's life wasn't as good as yours. So it's sort of like the energy I'm getting is maybe some of you are comparing your life to someone else's. Like, I have a very good life. Look at over there. So-and-so has a very bad life. Wow, they really lost a lot. They lost everything. Some of these things are destiny. Of course, we don't wish things on anybody, but destiny is not my decision or yours. That's a higher power's decision. So for some of you, you need to not feel so guilty because you're happy, because you have a good life. There's also something called survivor's guilt. So let's say you were in a car and something terrible happened and maybe you survived and maybe other people did not. You have to kind of get over that. I guess get over that is kind of harsh. You have to kind of just live and be thankful that you're alive. You can't change what happened. If you were meant to go, you would have gone. It's that kind of a thing. So if you guys are feeling guilty, please stop, because sometimes trades have to be made. Sometimes, it's for the highest good, the things that happen. Let me give you guys an example. Let's talk Brittany Murphy, the actress. So Brittany Murphy was not prepared for what was going to come at her. Some people don't believe in lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. They just do not. And what I mean by that is spiritual attack, voodoo, witchcraft. They don't believe in that, which is fine. You don't have to. But if you're going to be in the public eye, and if you're going to be in Hollywood, and if you're going to be an it girl or an it guy, you better get to believing and you better get to protecting yourself ASAP. So unfortunately, Brittany Murphy, I don't know if it was because she did not believe or she was not aware, but unfortunately that's what it was. Someone like Brittany Murphy should never have even gone that far if she wasn't going to be able to protect herself. So sometimes the universe, when they know someone can't defend themselves, they will block people from certain destinies because they know what the outcome will be. So let's say you were trying to become an actress. You wanted this so bad and you just never made it. And you're like, dang it, why didn't I make it? Maybe that was God protecting you. I have 18,000 subscribers right now. I get messages constantly, Jamie, and comments, messages, emails. Jamie, I don't know why you're only at 18,000 subscribers. I don't know why you're there. God will only give you what you can handle. I am grateful for my 18,000 subscribers. That's where I need to be right now. That's where I need to be. Just imagine the stalkers and the crazy people. I've already am full. I'm full with psychopaths. just from having 18,000 subscribers. What do you think 40,000 would bring me? What do you think 100,000 would bring me? God will only give you what you can handle. I'm very blessed. I don't know how to say this without people being like, oh, she's bragging. I'm good. I'll just say I'm good. In pretty much every way, I'm good. So there's nothing that more subscribers would bring me that I don't already have right now, if you know what I mean. So just thank you guys for, I guess, wanting better for me, but I'm good. God put me right where I need to be, protected and safe, and I'm happy about that. Okay, if God should lift that protection, I would know that that means I'm free to go forward. I'm free to expand. So back to what I was saying. So for some of you out there that maybe you're on social media and you're like, how come I don't have that many subscribers? How come I don't? Maybe God is protecting you. Maybe you're supposed to be where you're at for now. Doesn't mean it's going to be that way forever, but for now. So instead of rushing things, kind of just take a deep breath and be thankful for where you're at with anything in life. Okay, now let's continue on. Impartiality. Let's see what else. So for some of you, maybe you need to work on that. So, ooh, some of you are like, I'll only date this type. I'll only date this race. Only gonna be with this. They gotta look like this, and this. They gotta do this. Some of you need to chill the hell out because your soulmate might be right in front of you and you don't even realize it because you're judging. Impatience, soulmate impatience. Whoa. Your soulmate may be getting impatient with you. You will be very, very happy. Some of you will be really happy once you decide to stop being that way. So for some of you, you need to focus on not caring one way or the other what someone looks like. That's what you need. Your focus needs to be. But for some of you, you're getting there. You're not there quite yet, but you need to get there because your soulmate, excuse me, I feel like your soulmate is trying to call out to you, trying to show you, but some of you are still kind of stuck. Do you see how this person has that bubble around them? See, it's very thin. They can see outside of it, but it's still stuck to them. So maybe this is programming from childhood. So maybe your family said, you can't date white people. You can't date Asian people. You can't date black people. You can't date whatever, Hispanic people. Maybe your soulmate is one of those races that your family drilled into your head that you can't date. And that's your soulmate. So some of you might be like, oh, I don't see color, but when it comes to who you date, you do. And that's okay. I'm not telling anybody they have to date anybody, but I'm just saying here that this is what the cards are saying, that some of you need to work on your impartiality because your soulmate may be different than what you're expecting. Now, but your soulmate knows who you are, but you're not seeing them as a soulmate for some reason. They're going to get impatient and they're going to move on to somebody who does want to be with them. They're going to discover someone else. So some of you, if you have love right in front of your face and you're saying no, kind of like Love After Lockup. If you guys watch that show, Angela and Tommy, the guy who looks like Jerry Springer, she loves Tony, but Tony's a cheater and she's finally broken up with him, thank goodness. But Tony, the prisoner, he wants everybody else. But her friend, Tommy, is the one, but she doesn't want Tommy. But if she got with Tommy, it would be a match made in heaven. But anyway, gratitude. Gratitude, quest, prayer. Okay, so some of you are going on a journey, and you need to be thankful for this journey that you're going on. It may be something very difficult, but pray about it. You also may have, some of you have a long journey that you're about to go on. Because look at this, the quest, and then do you see these two Maybe some of you have to go through a city to get to the country or go through the country to get to the city. Some of you need to be thankful for the trip that you're about to go on, for this journey that you're about to take. Some of you need to be very happy about this. At the bottom of the deck, we do have creation, which for me, this means witchcraft. So there could be somebody that's trying to create some trouble for you, some obstacles for you, a storm. So just clear it off and move on from it. Just take it off. You know, just clear it off, move on. Quest. This might be a part of your quest, is learning how to become a shaman, learning the teachings of shamanism. Maybe it's a part of your quest to learn healing techniques. Maybe you should be a Reiki practitioner or an herbalist, maybe a doctor. You know, this doesn't always have to be a spiritual thing. You can even become a doctor or a nurse. Those are ways to heal. Maybe you heal with your food, with your cooking, maybe a dietitian. So there's lots of ways to get into healing. All right, guys, Jamie Zebra 23, a renewal. Yeah, there's something, if you guys can just clear off whatever's on you, whether it is witchcraft, whether this is a health thing, if you guys can kind of get yourselves back together, you will feel so renewed. Okay, so I just want to say something here. So I had a situation. So I went to a McDonald's. This is not the tampering with the food incident. Okay, I better start from the top so you guys don't get confused. So in my small town, they put in a McDonald's about an hour and a half away. So everybody in the area has to go to that McDonald's because it's so close. So I never go to that McDonald's because everybody's crazy over there. They're like really psychopaths. Like I haven't been to that McDonald's in a very long time, for like years. Well, I haven't eaten there in years, but I did give my brother a ride there like a week ago to go get some food over there. But I don't eat there because I know that they're sickos over there. They're really weird people. It's a small town. So like, let's say you went to school with someone and they never liked you. They work at the McDonald's now. So they're spitting in the food and doing all sorts of fucked up shit to the food. So I posted in the community tab if you guys want to go check it out. A young man went through the drive-thru, and you know, sometimes you have to wait. So he overheard the employees laughing and joking that they spit in somebody's stuff, somebody's food and drinks. When I saw this on our local Scanner Nerds, I called up the McDonald's. Okay. I said, hey, I just saw on Scanner Nerds you guys are spitting in people's food and drinks. You know, you can be arrested for that. Like, how dare you? The woman goes, I can do whatever I want to people's food, and if you don't like it, don't come here. They just tell people not to come here then. To me, that's admitting. To me, that means admitting something. Admitting that they're messing with people's food. When I used to go there years ago and actually order, they would always be, you could see them in the window giving people dirty looks. There was this one girl, I don't know if that was her job, to stand in the window and give everybody... Like she was really, her body was getting into it and everything. I thought maybe it was like, maybe she was hired to do that. I don't know. That's her job, is just to stand in the window and with her arms crossed. I don't know. But anyway, that's back when I would go there and I was like, this place is crazy. And I would just throw everything out. The last time I went and actually ordered food, I just threw everything out and didn't even get a refund. I was just like, these people are sick. If you guys want to know what the location is, it's the Norwich, New York McDonald's. Norwich, New York McDonald's. Yeah. Yeah, these people are really sick. I wouldn't eat there if I were you. So anyway, so I had another incident at a McDonald's. You guys are like, Jamie, stop going to McDonald's. Okay, so this was pretty far away from that McDonald's. This was a different McDonald's. So I go there. They're like, so it was like a transsexual in the window and two black guys. So I go there to collect. They're like, oh my God, is that white? Is that white hair? Is that white hair? They all got like, I don't know if they were trying to clown me or what, but they were getting really out of like wild. I was like, okay, can I have my food and my drinks, please? That I ordered. So they were just still going off and on. I said, I got an idea. How about this? How about you give me my food and you guys can watch me on YouTube all day and all night, okay? And you get hyped up like this by watching my YouTube channel. The guy was like, yeah, what's your YouTube? So he got on the YouTube channel, and then the transsexual looked at the phone and got really upset. I guess because I don't know, because I'm on YouTube. Her face dropped and I don't know. But then I had to go back around because they didn't give me all my food because they were too busy being excited about me in the window. I don't know. So, yeah. So that was my one of my adventures with McDonald's in the past few days. Hopefully there won't be any more adventures. Okay. Oh, I had another fast food. You guys, I don't know if you guys remember. Oh my God. You guys can click off now because the reading's over. I go to a lot of fast food joints. In case you, I also cook a lot, but I don't go to fast food joints as much as I used to. Most of the time when I go to fast food joints, it's not even for McDonald's, it's just for the coffee. The only thing I get from McDonald's ever would just be the coffee. That's the only thing I like. My kids don't really like the food at McDonald's either, but my oldest, he likes the mocha frappes. So that's pretty much why we go to McDonald's. And with the toys, like the Space Jam toys, we just buy the toys. We don't get the Happy Meal because the baby doesn't like the food. So, but at Arby's, we love we love Arby's. The roast beef sandwiches, but we have them slice it very thin. They don't have Cuphead. So, okay, so anyway, so back to the fast food. I won't say the specific fast food place because the guy scares me. But I've been talking about this fast food joint for a long time. This fast food joint, there's a guy that works there that reminds me of Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. But this guy's name is Jonathan. Immediately, I got a bad vibe from him. Starting I think a year ago is when I first started mentioning him. So I went back to the fast food joint place, the fast food place that I stopped going to because every time I would go, he'd give me a bad vibe. He came outside and gave me my food. He came outside to my car and gave me my food. He was supposed to do that. This wasn't anything out of the ordinary. You know how they say pull up and we'll bring your food? So he pulled up. So I pulled up and he came out and brought me my food. And I did a double take, and then he was just staring at me in a bad way, not in a sexual way, but in a, it would be really fun if I could slice you and dice you. And I was just and he was trying to hand me the food, and I was just and then finally he just sort of put it in the window. Signaling bitch, take your food or I'm just going to drop it. So I took the food and he turned around and walked off. All right, guys, Jamie Zever 23. Happy Sunday. Sunday messages. Ta-ta for now. All right, bye.